Well, welcome in, everybody. We're getting the chat up so we can see what the heck you're saying. I've got my good friend Dan here with me today. He was nice enough to surprise me with a visit.
Yeah, let's see, and I can hear that.
Excellent.
All right.
It's wonderful when things work. And we were just talking about songwriting.
Yeah.
And so if you remember the last time we got together, Dan was just starting to write music. And I think you had maybe two or four songs, two that you were willing to play for me.
Two that I was willing to play for you. I probably had more than two I had written, but only two that I've been willing to play for you. That's probably the case.
Yeah. And, well, from the sound of it.
Now I have like 20 songs.
You're so prolific.
I have 20 songs.
It really took off.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that. What do you think? What was the catalyst for all this? That's quite a big repertoire.
Well, the interesting thing is, of course, I had to get going. I had to get and then
starting's the hardest part.
Right. And then and it's funny because when I need to like open myself to spending time because it is work. In other words, when I'm going to write a song,
you're telling me, sister.
Sometimes they just come out, but sometimes no, I got to work on it. But actually, that's the interesting thing. Sometimes some songs I write, they literally just flow right out, and it's like, where'd that come from, right? And it goes like that. And then some of the songs, it's like, I have the beginning part, but then I don't have the next part of the next part, and they just and it like blocks me because I don't want to move on to the next song till I get that one done. Yeah. But I think part of it is just like feeling comfortable and as much what you tell yourself, you know. Self-talk.
Mm-hmm. You gotta really build yourself up.
Yep.
That's pretty difficult. I don't think you have a problem with that though.
Well, no, I actually think everyone does in different venues, right? Because you feel good about this, and especially in interesting when you're accomplished in one thing, right? Then you kind of don't want to just be like, okay, that's kind of a mediocre song.
I knew this was coming.
Right? And you're hesitant.
Yeah.
Right? And in fact, I when I go back to some of the first songs I wrote, I'm kind of like, yeah, it's like, you know, that's a little obvious.
Are you at the stage where you're like, maybe
a few of the early ones, I'm like, they have all the emotion of telling a story because like there's one I wrote like me talking to my daughter, and so it's if you know the story, right, then it's still like I like the song, but I don't think it's like expressly a good song, if that makes sense. You know, I'm
Absolutely.
Like it's a good song that I wrote, but I don't think it's expressly a good song. Whereas a few of the more recent ones, and a lot of the older ones, they're like, oh no, I think that's a good song. And then it's really then like these last two or three, then like, no, I think that's a really good song. So we will see, you know. And
I can't wait to dive into it.
And I have one that so we'll have some that we'll do as duets, but I have one that I will want eventually for you to sing on your own.
Oh my goodness!
Because it's really the voice in the song, the person singing the song is a woman.
For me?
Well, the person who's singing the song is a woman. Yes, I wrote a song for you. Well, no, but you see, Kimarie, when you hear the song and be like, oh, you wrote that for me? Oh, okay.
Oh, it's like.
Okay.
It's the lonely little petunia song, but I'm the onion.
Well, no, and your partner would be very unhappy if I said I wrote it for you because it's a song. It's a song with a woman talking about leaving a man and why she won't leave the man because he's a loser, but she doesn't leave the man.
She leaves him for this other man who's a CEO.
No, she does not leave the man. No. She sticks by her man and reaffirms her vows. Right. So that's the part that you know.
So I'll be playing a woman.
In that song, yes. And so I sing it, but I'm singing it as a woman, right? And I'm like, this is a really good song.
That's very progressive of you.
A really good song for a woman. So, you know.
All
right, let's see. You've got VaultBoy2319 is on a 55 stream streak.
I know.
That is impressive.
The most amazing people in my chat.
That is
I know
impressive.
everyone says that about that chat. But mine is verified. They are absolutely verified to be the best chat. It's absolutely true.
That is
Hello,
very
Nick.
impressive.
Hello, Allie. We can see you now. Lissy Chin, Mep, Poke, DeReal, Vault Boy. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. J1, Jerry, Mep, Pia Bella, Poke. How is everybody doing? It's so wonderful to see you. Welcome in, Sybin. Hello. Beta Razor, I hope you guys are having an absolutely marvelous day. It's about to get better because we are going to go into the songwriting vault and pull out all of our guts and mix them together. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be nutritious at the very least. Hello, Media Brat. Welcome in always. It's so good to see you. Sam, hello. Musical Cure. How is everybody doing? Sound off, KRPTV, EZ, hello. I missed you guys so much. I was saying this is really great timing. Dan, did you text me yesterday or the day before? It was just like, I'm here.
I think it was yesterday.
It was perfect.
Yeah, I think it was yesterday.
So you don't know this, but I just got back from Colorado. I have a friend who lives 11,000 feet up.
Wow.
In the air, and I thought that wasn't going to be an issue for me because I have never experienced any sort of sickness or anything like that. Well, it turns out I also haven't experienced altitude, so that was new, and it happens after you get back. I thought it was going to be, while I was up there, I would experience something. So nothing happened. I felt great. Came back, and just immediately a swollen, sore throat drainage, fluid. Did you know all these things happen? It's like the bends.
Well, I know you can
quickly.
get altitude sickness. I didn't know that, and I didn't know that it can happen as you're coming. But it was happening as you're driving down.
No, it
was delayed until you had landed. I did not know it could be delayed till you landed.
I thought I was in the clear, but I was not, and it was just the weirdest feeling. I couldn't catch my breath. I was over there with the oximeter, and it was crazy. So actually, this is my first stream back in a week. I think that's the longest I've taken off since I did TwitchCon.
Well, it sure is lucky that, the timing worked out perfect.
It was serendipitous.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
I told everyone you were fighting ninjas. So.
And let's see, I am going to, because if we're doing a listen and learn, it's good if there's a recorded version of the song that you can listen to and that they can hear, right?
Sure.
Do you have this set up so that desktop audio would go through your stream or not?
Oh, Dan, that's illegal.
Huh?
Yeah, we're not allowed to play copyrighted material.
Yeah,
on
this
Twitch.
isn't copyrighted. It's not copyrighted.
Yeah, no. I think we can get that going.
We don't need to.
Okay.
I can play it.
I would love for that to be the case.
That's the way to
Musician
do
at
it.
home, what do you think? We'll hear from our mod musician at home. They're on tech. Throw some love in the chat for musician at home. Thank you so much for keeping us in the tech. Hey, Rin Keys, hello, Mustin, DeReal, Lissy Chin, hi guys, Nick, sound off. It's so good to see you. Dan's a loose cannon. He hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah, but that's
true.
not saying it's not true.
Yeah. Hey, Alexis.
Okay.
Let's get a shout out for Alexis. Alexis Monet is an incredible singer-songwriter who I had the pleasure of meeting when I went to TwitchCon. When was it? 2 years ago now? I didn't go last year.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah. I was releasing an album last year.
So for musician at home, I just sent you a Google Drive link, okay? And that has a bunch of, now we don't need to go from there, but if we want to go from there, then we can go from there. But if not, I can just play it and then we can learn it that way. So
I'm game
So
to do
should we
whatever.
get going? Should we pick a song?
Sure.
All right.
We can definitely do that. I think we were going to give... Did you already figure it out with Musician at Home?
We haven't figured out, but for the first one, we can do it where I just play it and then we learn it that
All
way.
right.
And then we can see if one of the other ones we want to do it.
Sounds great.
All right.
So let's lead up to your song then.
Okay.
So which one are you going to play for me?
I'm not, so there are a few recent ones that I really like. I think this one's very good too, but this is a good duet. Okay, so let's start.
We're starting with a duet.
We'll start with a duet. Yes,
Okay.
unless you want me to start with one that's just me.
I'd like to hear what you've been doing, if that's
All right. All right. In that case, all right.
about it a little
In that
bit.
case, well, this is what we'll do. As opposed to starting with the duet, we will go ahead and start with the two songs that are I'll start with the one that's the guy singing, and then I'll do the one that's the girl singing. Then you'll learn the one that's the girl singing. Then you'll do that solo.
All right.
Does that sound good?
You got
Okay.
lyrics for that, or am
I
I?
have lyrics for everything, of course.
Oh, man.
So, and let's see, if you want to, let me just think, because I have them all on guitar tab. So I
We
can,
can just pop them up here.
up there. All right. So
They're on Ultimate Guitar.
they're on Ultimate Guitar. And
We have a tab for that.
So in that case, this is what I'm going to do. All right. I am going to send, because I have a playlist. And so I will send Musician at Home my Ultimate Guitar playlist. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
And then he can easily bring them up there. Right?
Yeah. I'm laughing
See.
because we have Simon made a command that tells us how many times Ultimate Guitar's chords have been wrong. We're keeping track.
Well, these aren't wrong because I put them all in because they're my songs. So,
Yes, that's true.
you know, we're good on that one. All right, let's see. Share,
Wouldn't that be something?
copy link. Discord.
I forgot about that command, Simon. That's pretty great.
Right, Musician at Home.
All right, we're pulling that up. While
All
we're
right.
doing that, I'm going to make sure I'm in tune so I don't hurt any of your earbuds. So, this song that you're going to play, this first one here,
I'll start talking about it. Yeah. I sent it to you, Musician at Home, I sent it to you on Discord. On your Discord. Should I send it to Kimarie or should I?
I think you're fine.
Might be easier if I emailed it to Kimarie then, right? I will also email it to Kimarie.
Discord's fine.
Well, but it's in his Discord, not your Discord.
I see. Yeah, you can send it to my Discord as well. We got
All right,
that. We have
that's
that
what I'll
pulled
do.
up.
I will send it to your Discord.
Perfect. Thank you. So this song, you said you receive songs in two ways. One
Yeah.
is methodically, where
Well,
you
no, they almost
it.
all just come. I don't know where they come from, and they just come. But just some I've got to work harder at than others. Okay, and this one just kind of came out super quick. So this one, the lyrics just kind of flowed. So,
And was there any inspiration? Did you sit down thinking you were going to do it, or were you in the middle of doing dishes and it just popped into your head and you had to grab a recorder?
it's a good point. Good question.
Because those are my favorite. That's
For
kind of the
me-
only way I can
For
do
me,
it.
this one is The Man You Deserved Instead of Me. Okay. This one, what happens a lot for me is I start with a lyric and I don't know where it's going. I have no idea where it's going. And then it just kind of goes there. Okay. And let's see. Let me adjust this.
So you had a lyric that popped into your head.
The first one popped in, and then,
So what was the lyric that kicked it off?
well, it's the first line usually for me.
Ah,
Okay.
simple.
I grew up on the front. We have to see if this is the right. Well, you're not singing this one, so that's okay. So the first line, I grew up on the front porch. My daddy had to go. My mama never seemed to be around. So that's all I had. And then it just kind of flows from there. Okay. And that'll become more interesting when I tell you the second song. Okay.
So this is an odyssey.
Yes. Yes.
It's a concept album you're working on.
Yes, yes. I grew up on the front porch, daddy on the go. Mama never seemed to be around. I tried to live a good life, never felt right to me. Trouble seemed to be what I always found. Went to serve my country when I was just 18, thinking of the man I dreamed I'd be. Found you late one night, you were all alone. Still don't know what you saw in me. The night seems like never wants to end. Days that seem to come and go. Wish I'd been the man I used to think I'd be. The man you deserved instead of me. I haven't had a job 10 years now. The bottle's always been a friend to me. I wake up every morning thinking it's time to change. I don't think I'm the man who's meant to be. Deserve a life with someone standing by your side. A man you could lean on in the night. I met you years ago, dreamed that I would be. Somewhere along the way I lost the fight. The night seems like it never wants to end. The days that seem to come and go. I wish I'd been the man I used to think I'd be. The man you deserved instead of me. Still dream of the life we never led. Be holding you led into the night. I still dream of the days that could have been. I never let you in and did what's right. The night seems like it never wants to end. The days they seem to come and go. I wish I'd been the man that you used to think I'd be. The man you deserved instead of me. Man you deserved instead of me. The man you deserved instead of me. All right.
Hey, that ain't half bad, Dan.
Okay.
I like that.
So then,
This is like the classic, the country turnaround.
This is a very
It's got
country,
the twist.
very country.
The twist on the tag.
So, but then the next song, I basically had this line, and the line I had was, leave, I could leave now in the night. I could go and I just might. And that's all I had, okay? And I was just writing another song, and because I had the melody first. I wrote the melody first.
Oh, interesting.
So I had that, okay? And then I got the words. And originally I thought, oh, leave, that could be a man leaving a woman. It could be a child leaving home. It could be someone who's about to die. Right? And I thought, oh, maybe I'll make it ambiguous, that you don't know what it is. The whole song is. But then I was playing around with it, and then it struck me. It's the guy who just sang that song, singing back to him.
Call and response.
Singing back to him, or like she's singing to herself. In other words, not necessarily singing to him. It's meaning like
he's made it clear he's not really around. He was telling his story, and she is telling a soliloquy.
Her story. Yes, and I did not know how it was going to end when I started. I did not know if it was going to end with her leaving or not.
Oh.
Okay.
How did you decide?
I didn't. It just came out. Okay.
Oh.
So now this is the one you're going to have to learn because it's much more of a. Obviously, it's a good woman's song, but I sing it, you know. So there we go. Here we go.
You're a good woman, Dan. And what's this one called?
Vows.
Vows.
Leave. I could leave now in the night. I could go and oh, actually, you should play the violin on this one. It's designed for the violin. It is.
You know what I love about you, Dan?
Yeah.
Among all the things is that you're not afraid to just stop whatever you're doing right in the middle and workshop it. Just fix it. I thought we were going to kill you during that jam. Nobody was stopping. You were like, no, this needs to be.
Yes. All right.
Good enough. No, it's not actually.
I'm going to keep playing the main melody of this, and then while you're doing all that. Actually, it's hard for you to tune if I'm making noise.
So, okay. One important thing that I did want to ask you about your songs is that you seem to write a lot of people.
Sad songs?
I mean, those are the ones. That's therapy. It's free therapy. You guys are our therapists, and I don't know if you know this, but the price is right. No, a lot of people will write songs about their lives and their experiences, and you tend to take it in a different direction. You're writing fiction.
About hypothetical people.
Right. These are like mental exercises for you.
Yeah, I've written a few that are like, you know, from my own perspective, daughter and stuff like that. But most of them are stories of people that I'm not. Last night, and when I woke up after a dream, I had this aha. It just struck me. I was like, wow. Because, you know, as humans, I always said we're all creators, right? And a big part of things we create are stories. Now, a lot of times we create stories that we just tell ourselves, about other people, about the world or whatever, that aren't necessarily true, that are just telling us stories. And what occurred to me, but a lot of times we're telling stories of other people, we're making up stories. And what occurred to me is actually what dreaming is just practicing your storytelling.
It's true.
And I think it has a lot to it. I think it's very similar to songwriting because so seldom in songwriting am I really crafting a lyric. It just sort of pops into my head, right? And then I might say it's good or no, and I might say no, and then I wait for another rhyme to pop in my head. Like, no, that's not it. But it's not like I construct they just pop into my head, much in the same way that actually when you're creating a dream, you know that like, that's why it goes in so many places, because when you have a dream, you actually have no idea where it's going, and sometimes you teleport to a different planet, and it's like because your brain is just sequentially jumping, and I think that's what songwriting's about. It's just like and whenever you dream, you're actually practicing your storytelling, and which is why our storytelling is so important. That's why my belief is, why do we dream? Because we develop the ability to dream so that our brain, when we're sleeping, is constantly practicing the creation of things.
Yeah, it's your lived experience laundry. Mm-hmm. You got to clean that out.
All right. Okay, you ready?
I think so.
Leave. I could leave now in the night. I could go and I just might find the life I left behind. Dear life, where's the life I dreamed for me? Where's the life I hoped would be? Can I find that life with you, dear? I see a little bird singing songs. I see the man I loved all along. The boy who had the stars in his eyes. The man I promised love till I die. The vows we made so many years ago. I promised him to have and to hold. But what about this life that I lead? What about my blood, sweat, and tears? Gone, I've gone there in my mind. I've gone there, now it's time to decide if I can stay here. Love, I have loved you all these years, through the sorrow and the tears. I've loved you for so long, dear. I see a little bird singing songs. I see the man I loved all along. The boy who had the stars in his eyes. The man I promised love till I die. The vows we made so many years ago. I promised him to have and to hold. I know my life is not what I dreamed, but it's a life that God gave to me. Stay, stay, I could stay and I could fight. I could stay and I just might find the man I dreamed you'd be, dear. I see a little bird singing songs. I see the man I loved all along. The boy who had the stars in his eyes. The man I promised love till I die. The vows we made so many years ago. I promised him to have and to hold. I say these words to you one more time. I promise you my love for all time. Stay, I will always stay with you, for I know our love is true. You're the man that's meant for me, dear. All right. There you go. And now I need to work on. I messed up the melody on at the big part, so I want to just practice it myself. Stay, I could stay and I could fight. I could stay and I just might find the man I dreamed you'd be, dear. All right. All right.
Nice.
Okay.
So when, just one little thing, we're getting a text. It's that time.
Jeez.
Everything good?
Yeah, everything's fine. I don't know what it is, but did you sign?
It's an emergency.
No, it's not. I'm just curious. Yep.
you have the eye contact. The eye contact we were talking about when we were doing the jams.
Yeah.
You were like, how are we all communicating?
Yeah.
It's the meaningful eye contact. You got that.
Yeah.
It also turns it off. So if you don't want to have to take your hand off the piano, you can also look at me again, and I'm like, oh, off. It's an off and on switch. So chin up. Chin is
First
like,
time.
oh, shit's just going
And then
down.
the second time.
Yeah, and I'll be like, all right. Yeah. It
Okay.
turns it on, it turns it off. That way your hands don't have to stop.
Yeah. That sounds good.
I did appreciate the fermata.
Yes.
I was
Yes.
the visual.
Because that
visual.
is right. The idea, in case you're again, is so the idea the in the song, the last two lines of the chorus change each time.
Okay.
Which you probably did not, of course, you can't pick it up just when you hear it first. The first time in the chorus, the last two lines are, but what about this life that I lead? What about my blood, sweat, and tears? Okay? So that's when she's thinking, oh no, this might not be. But then the second time, I know this life is not what I dreamed, but it's the life that God gave to me.
Oh.
So now she's like, that's where she's now trying to decide. And then the last two is, I say these words to you one more time. I promise you my love for all time.
I see. So is she like settling? Because I'll be honest, it was all temporary storage in here.
Of course.
When I'm playing, I'm not.
She's not, the way I think, I know, you can't listen to the lyrics, right? So, in fact, actually, we probably should have had you not play just so you could listen to lyrics, but.
Well, tell me about it. Talk me through it, because the two lyrics that you've given me here is, this is not the light I thought I would have, but, God plopped me here. I'll love you forever. Is that?
That's the idea, but as opposed to settling.
Because there's a
right?
third part of this, too. So is this, she's settling, or?
Well,
Where's she at?
well, of course, it all depends upon your interpretation.
What's the motivation of this character?
Okay, it depends on your interpretation, right? The way I think of it, as opposed to settling, right? The choice, and if she, in his song, he says, I haven't had a job for 10 years, right? It's not like the guy doesn't, he said, so it's not like the guy doesn't love her, right? In the first song, in fact, it is because he loves her that he's so disappointed in himself.
Yeah.
Because he's not the man she deserved. And he's not the man he thought he would be. And he's not the man that...
So what's his story? He hasn't had a job in 10 years? Mm-hmm. See, what happened? Workplace injury?
I don't know.
Forklift without a license?
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, there is some alcohol.
You're just the narrator.
There is some but some of it's ambiguous, right?
Yeah.
There is, if I go to the lines...
You have to leave some mystery.
Right? If I go to the lines in there, right, it says, let's see... I haven't had a job for 10 years now. The bottle's always been a friend to me.
Oh,
I wake up every morning thinking it's time to change,
I see.
but I don't think I'm the man I was meant to be.
Yeah.
So,
I see the correlation.
right. So it's not like
He lost his job at the bottle factory.
that
He broke too many.
right. That in other words, he's disappointing himself,
Right.
and he's disappointing her, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like he's out cheating. He's out like he doesn't really care.
Yeah,
he
he's just got
doesn't-
negative
He
self-talk.
just and it could be like and you say what happened to him. Of course we say the bottle's always a friend. It could be that yes, he got injured and he's been trying to get a job and he can't because he was a minor and he's in a town where so you don't know that like he's a total screw up, right?
But he thinks he is.
Yes.
Right. He's
Right.
keeping himself down.
Right.
And so from her perspective now, since I didn't really get to listen to it, what is her take on this? Does she agree, or is she...
So her take, she's not sure to start with, right? And to think of it like whenever you're in this situation, like it's something she's always thinking. So initially it's like leave. I could leave and, I could go and like just be gone, right?
Yeah.
And find
So
the
she's
life
not
that was
happy
meant
with
to
him
me.
either.
But then the idea in the song is that that's where she goes back to the vow she made and that she does love him and she thinks about the man, the man he could have been, the man that, and so in her mind, she's still married to that man that she dreamed of.
I see.
And she's staying, right?
So she's staying and she's saying, I believe in you, you should believe in you.
Yes, and she's believing because she still hopes that that man comes out, and he still hopes that man comes out,
Right.
right?
Yes.
Because he's still dreaming of that man.
Got it. It's a song about faith in oneself and
And
partner.
also, and part of it is that, that question of decision to stay or to leave, and there is something about that, that in the part of the manifestation of your love for someone is that you stick with them, right?
That's in the vows. Yeah, that's a big part of it, actually. And sickness and in health. And if anybody wants to fuck this up, stand up right now, or forever hold your peace. They cut that out of most weddings now. You notice that? They don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer.
Well, actually, no, a lot of people. But I mean, it's always personal. I think a lot of people include the sickness and health. They've always removed the kind of
The speak now or forever hold your peace part.
no, they've removed the kind of imbalance of the old.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, wow.
No, you used to have this imbalance in terms of what the woman would say versus what the man would say.
Yeah, we can
and
have
that is
credit cards
eliminated.
now, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We
I also
could-
noticed,
Go
so
ahead.
faith is like a big thing happening here. Are you a man of faith?
I grew up Catholic. I wouldn't say I am not a religious person. Okay.
Spiritual.
But in
I
the
noticed
characters,
there was a third character and God was in there.
in the
so-
characters, they're
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
the characters,
Right.
right?
So this is like
And so-
kind of a southern, he grew up on a porch.
You can,
Yeah.
but in the characters, right? She is saying it's the life that God gave to me, right? And because as you think of these characters, of course, there are all sorts of characters. These more likely are characters where faith is a part of their life.
Nice. I do see the vignette, and it is, it does have that really like kind of hopeless, wistful, kind of Southern Gothic thing that I think is present in a lot of literature. I've only been around since, 1920 something, but especially in like
Yeah, she's been around. She's actually a vampire. Okay, and she's been around.
107 this year.
Right.
We had birthdays on the same day.
There you go.
Yeah, we didn't get to party together this year.
Yeah,
We'll have to do it
yeah.
next year. Did you do anything special for your birthday this year?
No, in fact, I was traveling and I didn't even remember. I was overseas and I didn't remember it was
Oh,
my
that's right.
birthday till I got home, like at 4 in the afternoon. And the hotel.
You remembered
had-
your birthday because I texted you and you're like, "What? Oh,
The hotel had set up my bed so it looked like a birthday cake. They had like
Wait,
a towel wrap, and so
how?
it looked like they basically had these like towel wrap, and then something that looked like a candle.
that's so cute."
So it looked
So where
like
were
a big,
you? Where were you that they
I
make
was
beds into
in-
birthday cakes?
I was in Dubai.
Oh, Dubai.
I was in Dubai.
What was happening in Dubai?
The billion follower summit,
Oh,
not million, billion.
a billion. Yes, that's a number I can neither fathom nor participate in.
And
So you were in Dubai.
I was in Dubai.
Did you try
for
the
billion
chocolate?
Followers. So I did not try the chocolate. I should have. The chocolate's supposed to be
Damn.
very good.
Yeah, I keep hearing it. If you want to pay $50 for a chocolate bar,
Yeah.
you get it from Dubai,
Yep.
and they make your bed into a birthday cake.
I guess so. When it's your birthday.
Wow.
They knew it because it was it
They
was
knew
in-
your birthday.
Well, it was a Hilton or a Hyatt or something, right? And so I'm a member, and of course when I joined, I put my birthday in there, and
I remembered.
and then I walked. I was like, oh, that's right, it's my birthday.
Me and the Dubai Hilton.
Now, by the time I got home, like, since it's not 10 hours different, right? So nobody that would wish me a happy birthday was up yet, right? Because it's 10 hours different. And
Yeah.
so it wasn't like nobody said anything. It's like I was 10 hours ahead. So, I
Yeah.
got the happy birthdays, like an hour or two later. So,
Yeah.
all right. So originally I thought we'd get you to sing it, but I think that's too much work because I want you to sing the duets. So
I'd
I
love
don't
to sing
think.
the duet. I want to know how the story ends.
I don't know how the story ends. That's the mystery. Well, right here, she stays with him.
Yeah, she's decided she's going to invest.
She stays with him.
She's doing this, and then the third part is a duet.
I haven't written. No, I have not written the third song yet.
Oh, so the duet is separate.
The duet are other songs. Yes, they're just
Okay.
other songs.
Got
Although actually, this duet could be the third part.
Ooh.
It could be. This song was written before
Spoilers.
them. Okay. But so this, because I was going to get you to sing a song, but we'll go ahead and go with this, and this will be duet, and then you'll sing a song after that. Okay?
All right.
So this could be them later. Okay? This is maybe one day. Okay? And so if you, and for musician at home, if you scroll down in Ultimate Guitar tab, you'll see a -- duet version.
Ooh la la.
Okay. And then it says man, woman. And so on you're not going to sing it the first time, right? So you'll hear it once. And then, but on the first time, I'll still be pointing when you would have been singing. And I'll sing it once, and then we'll do it where you sing.
Maybe you could do like a voice. Give me a Monty Python kind of.
All right. So this is called Maybe One Day.
This is called Maybe One Day. This is the duet.
And it wasn't written as these two later, but it could be these two later.
I see. So what was the press? What popped this into your head?
This also was one where I had the lyric. I didn't even know it would be a duet. I didn't know it was a man singing. It was two people. I just had the line, maybe one day I'll be a star, and maybe one day I won't. Maybe one day you'll leave me here. I sure hope you don't. That's all I had. And then it ended up where it ended up.
Okay. And are you doing anything in particular when these songs happen to you?
Sometimes I'm at the piano just doing this, and I go.
So you're melody driven.
A lot of times, yeah.
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 Do you
Or
find that it's easier to write on while you're learning an instrument? Because I know you've been playing piano for a while.
Yeah, I taught myself in high school, so I'm
Right.
not. Yeah.
But-
And I'm not getting better at piano now.
I refuse.
I haven't been getting better at piano for a long time.
I figured it out. It's done. That's it. But
Yeah. Sometimes
You played the guitar
No,
a little bit when we were last.
I was starting to learn, but I
Yeah.
haven't been doing that.
But you never write on the guitar.
No, I haven't kept trying to play the guitar. So
An interesting thing, the reason I ask is because an interesting thing I found once I got over the initial stage of songwriting, where things just pop in your head, and then you start having to seek out inspiration, was learning a new instrument or picking up something that I wasn't familiar with and exploring it. And then that kind of sparked that creativity.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
That got you going. I do think
At the end, we're gonna give Dan a fiddle.
that's true. We'll just mute the stream there.
We're
Okay.
gonna write a song, Dan on fiddle.
One thing is, I do think with guitar, you almost obviously always do the melody from your voice. Because you could pick
Unless
it,
you're
but
Tom.
it
Tom
really-
in Boston.
Tom picks
Oh, he just
picks
he's a
his melody.
beast.
Whereas the piano, I can have a chord structure.
You do have your assigned parts. Right hand plays melody, left hand.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if I were a better guitarist, I probably could do that as well. But
But I think it's more natural to get a nice chord progression.
it's true.
and then
The
to sing.
duties are not split up so
Yeah.
cut and paste like
All
that.
right, so we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do it once, and then we're gonna do it again as a duet, and we'll practice a little before we do the duet.
All right.
Or, yeah, I should do it once so you've heard it.
Everyone knows I love practicing.
Yeah. So, and are we at the duet version? Yes, we are. Okay. And we'll have to figure out what the right what the right key is for you. You can be thinking that. Maybe one day I'll be a star, and maybe one day I won't. Maybe one day you'll leave me here. I sure hope you don't. love this life that you've given me. The days never end. I love the time we have right now as the sun sets again. Maybe one day our stars will fall, they'll fall down to the ground. And if that day comes our way, I'll search for you till you're found. Remember back when you were young, you thought you'd rule the world. I'm so glad you stayed with me as the wind around us swirled. The wind may roar as the waves crash the shore. We are standing tall as the night comes slowly for us all. And then you say, the world, it spins round, and I'm glad that we found a life to call our own, and all the joy here that we have known. Okay, I think that's enough. I don't have to sing the whole thing now. We can jump into practicing it, because the lyrics, it's just now the lyrics vary. But I'll do the last verse so you see how it ends, because it ends with, maybe one day I'll be a star, and maybe one day I won't. Maybe one day you'll leave me here, and I sure hope you don't. Working hard every day, it's how we lived our life. And this is the only way, when I wrote it, that you realize he's singing to his wife. I'm so glad we lived this way, my dear, my love, my wife. So it's not till the end, and I actually didn't know he was necessarily singing to somebody until I got to the end. All right, so now let's get the right key.
This is fine.
Okay, so
are there parts that we sing at the same time, or it's just a trade-off?
So I think the second chorus, either the second or the third chorus, we sing at the same time. I don't know. We should decide. Like right now in this, I don't have us sing it at the same time till the third chorus.
Okay.
Okay.
I know you're particular, so.
I'm not. I don't care. So, but for each chorus, we each sing a part of the chorus. Okay.
We each sing a part of it. Oh. Mm-hmm. So we're still trading off in the chorus.
Yes. In fact, when I do this not as a duet, what I do is I shorten the chorus, because I basically have two stanzas for the chorus. And when I do it as a solo, I don't do both stanzas. I do the first stanza of the first chorus, the second stanza of the second chorus, and then both the third chorus. But as a duet, I do the first stanza and the second stanza each time.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
A little bit.
Right? So this is the chorus, and the chorus goes, the wind may roar. And I sing this. And it is, if you want to do harmony while I'm singing it, that works fine. The waves crash the shore. We are standing tall as the night comes slowly for us all. And then you sing the first one.
I'll take the harmony on those.
Okay, you can. But now you're going to sing this lead. World. That's why I think a lower key would be better.
No.
Like when I do my daughter, I do a little lower. Okay, so you sing this.
Spins round.
All our own. the joy here that we have known. Okay, so let's do that. So let's.
I'm good.
Well,
I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
You're ready for the verse?
I'm so ready.
You don't want to practice the verse at all? All right.
I think
We got it.
we just gotta go.
So we will do we will do it the way it's written here, where for the first chorus, I do the first stanza, you do the second stanza, second chorus, we do the same, third one we sing together. See how it goes? Let's scroll. The first chorus.
It's labeled, yeah?
It says man, woman,
I'm woman.
and then it says both. Yes, I am woman. Hear me roar.
Yeah.
And then it says both for the third one.
All right.
All right.
I think I can follow directions, maybe.
All right.
We'll see.
Right. Here we go.
We're doing it live. Let's put some juice on it. Wacha.
Ready? Here we go. Maybe one day I'll be a star, and maybe one day I won't. Maybe one day you'll leave me here. I sure hope you don't. I love this life that you're giving me. The days never end. I love this time we have right now as the sun sets again.
Maybe one day the stars will fall down to the ground. But if that day comes our way, I'll search till you're found. I remember back when we were young, you thought you'd rule the world. But I'm so glad you stayed with me as the wind around us swirled.
Wind may roar as the waves crash the shore. We are standing tall as the night comes slowly for us all.
It spins round. I'm glad we found a life to call our own, and all the joy that we've known.
Maybe one day the world will end and we'll all have to go. And I'm sure glad we had this time that I surely know. Simple life that we lived, it came so easily. I hold you dear here in my arms, oh I hold you happily.
Maybe one day the world will sing a new song. Maybe one day the wars will end and we'll all get along. Until that day comes our way, we must fight the good fight. I'm so glad you're here with me, living in this life.
The wind may roar as the waves crash the shore. We are standing tall as the night comes slowly for us all.
There we go. Had to wait for the words to
Now
catch
we'll
up.
go.
World spins round. I'm glad that we found Take it away, Dan.
Maybe one day the sun will shine, and maybe one day it won't. Maybe today we'll leave this life, but I sure hope we don't. The road it goes on so long, it seems to never end. I'm so glad you did it with me, dear. I'm glad I had a friend. The wind may roar, and the waves crash the shore, and we are standing tall as the night comes slowly for us all. The world, it spins round, and I'm glad that we found a life to call our own, and all the joy here that we have known. Maybe one day I'll be a star, and maybe one day I won't. Maybe one day you'll leave me here, and I sure hope you don't. Working hard every day, it's how we lived our life. I'm so glad we live this way, my dear, my love, my wife. All right, very good.
So sweet.
Very good. Perfect.
Very sweet.
All right, now
Thanks
you're going to have
for
to do
sharing
one
that
of your
with us.
songs.
Oh, yeah. I would love to play you one of my songs.
I'm going to get some more water.
Oh,
While
yes.
you entertain
Let me
them.
get you water because it comes out of a secret. It comes out of a secret place. I've got
Secret
two
place.
sinks.
She has a secret place for the water.
It's kind of a big deal. It's a reverse osmosis, and
it's some secret extra special
it's
water.
really special. You know,
I'm
we have
really
zebra
looking
mussels
forward.
here, and they stink, and they smell really bad, and the water sometimes
I'm really looking forward
tastes
to
like
this
the
water
zebra
now.
mussels, and that can be pretty rough. So, actually, the reverse osmosis was Pablo's idea. My late best friend. We visited my parents, and they were on well water, and he loved their water so much, and we realized he just hates the water here. So we actually installed it for him. He's pushing
Interesting.
us up into the 21st century.
Interesting.
All right. Only the finest of waters for my distinguished guest. Do you remember which glass was yours?
No, because one was in
I
one
did a
hand.
little switcheroo. Hang on. All right. Unless you're wearing lip gloss, this one's yours.
I'm looking while we're waiting right now. I'm looking for later this song that I just put in here.
I do have a magic spring in my house. Thank you for noticing. Yeah.
It's magic.
It's important. Yeah. Paulo, he only the best. I never do this sort of thing for myself, but if an animal needs something or someone else, all of my upgrades have come about that way.
All right. So if an animal needs something, then you'll do it.
Yeah. If an animal or person needs something, I will do it. But very rarely for myself. Do you
All right.
find that that's the case for you?
For upgrades in the house, you mean?
Just in general? Because you're kind of a go-getter, too. And I think a lot of times they say the cobblers have the worst shoes.
That could be. That could be.
I wouldn't have even I was getting allergies here. Have you had the pleasure of experiencing allergies here yet?
So my allergy story with Austin is my brother grew up. He had asthma. I never had asthma growing up, and I didn't have allergies growing up. And then I moved to Austin. I had been here about a year, and I suddenly got like this cough, and I was like, "Huh?" And I couldn't breathe. And I actually, for a few nights, I thought I had some bug or something. I actually was sleeping like in a recliner chair because I couldn't lay down because
my
I couldn't
gosh.
breathe.
That's
And then I
horrifying.
went to the doctor. I was like, "This is happening. I don't know what it is." And the doctor said, "How long you been here?" I said, "About a year," and asked me a question. And then they said, "Oh, you have asthma." And
No.
so, yeah, it's quite common that people have a genetic predisposition for asthma because of all the allergies that come here. That it gets
I see.
activated like a year after they
Yeah.
move to Austin.
The allergies here are off the charts.
Yeah.
They're up there with our tacos.
Yeah.
We are the first in tacos and allergens, and that's a real thing. Yeah, my voice was actually getting a little scraggly before I took my trip, and I had to be beaten down completely by the altitude sickness just to take a break. And so it ended up being a good thing. And then I wasn't quite 100%. I was ready to go on a Thursday. I hate taking time off. You guys know this. You hate when I take time off too. This is my home. You know, I love being here. But I sometimes don't take time for myself. But you know, the guys who were working on the gas line down the street decided for me. They chopped the fiber in half, and they were like minutes before the stream. They were like, "Nope, not today." And I was like, "Yeah, I probably do need another day."
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is my first day back in a week, and I'm very excited.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to
exciting.
play a song on the
I'm
guitar
going to
then?
play you a song on my guitar.
So tell us about the song.
I'm going to tell you about this song. So we're talking about Austin, and I feel like I've written a lot of songs about Austin, or just dealing with the very Austininess of Austin. But this one has one of my favorite stories to tell. You know, they say all good stories are tragedies while you're living them. But then after the fact, you get a good story, right? Well, do you remember Snowpocalypse?
In Texas? Yeah.
Everywhere else, they just call it snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had Snowpocalypse.
Yes.
So the grid completely went down for a week, and we lost communication. We couldn't talk to each other. But I don't know if you remember this. It was actually Valentine's Day. Yeah. So Valentine's Day, we were told that we would get just the most magical sprinkling of snow, and it was going to be
It was
so
going to be
romantic.
magical. It was going to be magical.
It was going to be magical. We were promised magic. I don't know who said it, but I do remember it was promised.
Magic.
It was supposed to be magic, and we were going to see our first snow. And everyone was very excited. It was Valentine's Day, and we're watching it out the window. Very nice. Me and my 6 roommates. It was very romantic. And then I started writing this song because I was in the, in the spirit, this magical snow. It's wafting down. I'm feeling very peaceful. I've got the chord progression. And I'm like, yes, this is what snow sounds like. Very mystical, very wistful. I started writing this song called Safe on the Inside about the dichotomy of, it's the worse the weather is outside, the more cozy you feel inside. And it was very simple. That was it. That was just the idea. It was just a song about snow. And the universe has a way of never letting me have anything be simple. The power goes out, and we're like, well, this is fine.
Yeah.
Power goes out sometimes.
Sure.
No big deal. We'll light some candles.
It'll be like an hour or two.
Yeah. Me and my
hour or two.
6 roommates, we whipped out the candles. It got real romantic up in there. And a few hours go by. Phones are getting low. We're like, okay, all right, well, it's less romantic now, but I mean, life without phones. Like, this is what the pioneers must have felt like. And so it went on, and we're like, okay, well, we'll make some soup. That'll be nice and romantic. Yep. Well, 24 hours goes by, and the phones start dying, and then the internet goes down. I don't know if you've ever lived without the internet, Dan, but It's
Well, wait.
freaking scary.
Why didn't the internet go down right away? Meaning, oh, you mean your
The tower.
the cellular the cellular went down.
Yes.
The cellular. You
So
already
all the
didn't
towers
have.
were-
You didn't have the internet in here, but the towers went down.
The towers went down.
Yeah.
Nobody had internet. Nobody had
Yep,
phone
yep, yep.
service. And so now all of a sudden we're like in the Stone Age. We have no communication. It's getting cold. It's
Yep.
getting very cold.
And
It's
you
like
don't have heat.
we don't have heat. And most Texans don't know that you have to drip your water. So all of the pipes have burst. So people don't have water. Some people have gas. A lot of people, are heating their homes with their stoves, which they don't know not to do, and they are experiencing some carbon monoxide poisoning. So day 2 rolls around, still nothing. We have no communication. Our senator is in Cancun,
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having a blast. But we're here and we have no idea what's going on. We're losing hope. Everyone's very scared because people are dying. This is during COVID.
Right.
So people are reliant on, machines, health situations. We had a lot of elderly people in our neighborhood who, were getting carbon monoxide poisoning from their stoves because they were keeping them on, and it was just chaos. And so we kind of formed these little gangs in the streets, and we used HEB bags for shoes because we don't have the clothing that the snow would require. Snow,
Yep.
you have to have totally different clothes. We don't. So we weren't the only ones too. When we left our home, we would go out in the streets and commune. So we brought soup because we still had gas, and I always have canned goods. I'm always like ready for the apocalypse. And so we had a big vat of soup that we were rolling around on a dolly and handing out to people with our HEB bag shoes. And there was a guy with HEB bag shoes who was on water duty, and he was going around, and we
Bring
would check up
people
on
water.
people.
Wow.
And we had heating packs because I had just played a festival. So we were handing those out too. And the whole community came together. And we've met our neighbors for the first time. But it was very, prehistoric. We were scared and we were banding together. And it very quickly became safe on the inside, as in, mental fortitude. That's the only thing that's going to get you through this, is just being safe on the inside. And the double entendre was born. I finished the song because I didn't have anything else to do. And a week later, the power came back on, and everyone acted like
It was a
didn't
week.
happen. It was a week.
Wow.
A week. Yeah.
Wow.
So this song has a couple meanings, and I love telling the story because it's
Yeah.
over. But if you ever want to see some shared trauma, come to Texas and be in the HEB when there's a brownout. If the power just blips, you'll see everyone just, the whole day is ruined. Everyone's different for the rest of the day. We have this shared trauma. Anyway, this one's called Safe on the Inside. You can kind of see where the song starts to take a turn. See if you can pick out when the power goes out.
Well, it's a rainy day and it's dark. I can hear the swishing of the streetcars. But in the bedroom light, I am safe on the inside. The patter of the windows and the tin roof, stampede and parade of tiny hooves. But under the quilt we can hide, and we are safe on the inside. What a marvel of impossibility, when in the dark looking directly. But what is chaos now makes perfect sense in time, if we are safe on the inside. Oh, to be safe on the inside. Time makes its way through the thickest storm. Just as we came, we will leave alone. But in the cracks once we fossilize and we are safe on the inside. Every winter's another score. It's just what we've been through, not who we are. But we live another day to fight if we are safe on the inside. What a marvel of impossibility when in the dark looking directly. But what is chaos now makes perfect sense in time if we are safe on the inside. Oh, to be safe on the inside. One of these days you may be alone, wandering the halls of our empty home. But I will always be by your side if you keep me safe on the inside. What a marvel of this vast eternity. I look in the dark indirectly, but what is painful now just makes us stronger ties if we are safe on the inside. What a marvel of impossibility when in the dark looking directly. But what is chaos now makes perfect sense in time if we are safe on the inside. Oh, to be safe on the inside.
Love it. So
Thanks.
talk to me about how do lyrics come to you? Is it always when you're singing, or are you sitting there with a pen and
So-
paper?
They actually come to me as if I'm listening to it. They attack me out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't plan it. They're not timed. It's just something that comes upon me, and I have to scrawl as fast as I can before it gets away. It's like remembering a dream.
But the lyrics come before you have a melody.
It's all at the same time.
Okay.
Even the instrumentation, like I can
Right,
hear
right,
it,
right,
and
right.
it's happening. Sometimes I'm very concerned that I am just plagiarizing someone. I'm like, the day's gonna happen. The day's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Sometimes a song comes where like I hear something in a song, I'm like, oh wait, and then I'm like, wait, is that a lot like that song? And then I work to be like, okay, I got to make sure the melody is not like that song.
You have
You
to
know,
change it
I'm
a
like-
little.
I'm like, yeah, no, okay, no, I can't do that. I'm just. But then it becomes different, and sometimes it's just like a song, like you get a phrase, and then it's like, oh wait,
Yeah, yeah. It comes all in one piece generally. Sometimes I will just like, my problem is stopping a lot of times. If it's something like this format where it's just the same melody, it's like a ballad in the traditional sense, like it's a story, I have to stop myself writing verses because I'll get in a pattern and it'll feel so good, and I'm like, I have 500 verses.
right. I'm like,
It's-
wait, I don't need so many verses.
I wrote American Pie is what I did.
Right.
The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
But you don't need all those
I
verses.
don't need them.
No.
More importantly, you don't need them.
Yeah.
I could do it forever,
Yeah.
as you guys know, but I do
Yeah,
have to
I
stop
have that
myself.
tendency. I have that tendency where I'm like, okay, no, I should get rid of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's tempting. It is
Yeah.
tempting to keep going.
Yep.
What does that mean? Long Beach Clancy?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm Long Beach Clancy now. There's a nickname. Someone asked me last night, hey, folks, Shells, good to see you. Somebody asked me last night, what's the nickname that you wish, people called you? And I think
Oh, yeah.
she asked me because she had one she wanted to share. And
Oh, I see.
hers was Big Dog. Like, I wish people called me Big Dog.
Big Dog. Is she a
Hey,
small,
Nadine.
small
Hey,
person?
Nadine. She's not too small. No, she wasn't small. And it's funny because when she said it, the nickname that popped into my head, which I don't really need people to call me, was Big Dog. What's the nickname? And like that was the name that I don't know. When I heard, and my answer said Big Dog. I'm like, no, I don't really need people. I was playing basketball with Snoop Dogg a few streams back. It was on Snoop's stream, not my stream.
You were playing basketball with him?
I was playing Pig, and we were throwing the
What is
football.
pig?
That's where you shoot. If you make it, they have to shoot, and then you get a letter if you miss.
A letter.
Yeah, it's like a shooting game in basketball, where like if I make a shot, you have to make the shot. If you don't get it, you get a letter, and the first one to spell out pig loses. It's
I
also
see.
called horse is the original, and you have to spell out horse, but then a shorter version is pig, so you just have to have
Got
three.
it. How's his shooting game?
He's a good basketball player. He won. I wasn't shooting
won?
very well. I wasn't
Damn.
shooting very well. Well, he won. Now it's his home court, and he has this shot
he
off the
had the
home court. Now
advantage.
it took him like 8 times to hit it, but where he bounces it off the far wall and then it comes and lands in the basket, where he goes boom,
Oh,
and it
trick
hits
shots.
the wall, and it goes like that.
It's
Yeah.
like pool. He's calling it. Yeah. Interesting. You play basketball regularly, though, right?
Not anymore.
Not
I think I
anymore.
would have done better since I don't play regularly. I was shooting really bad. I think he's still probably. Well, the first one he did was also kind of unfair because he went
Snoop
and said, "Well, it's not really cheating, but it's a little unfair because he did a one drop step dunk." Okay, he's about the same height as me, but he took one
That was
step
gonna
and
be
then
my
dunked
second
it with
question.
one hand. He dunked with one hand, which I couldn't have done that. I couldn't dunk when I was 21, much less when I'm 62. And I was like, okay, no, you can't dunk. But I gave him that.
No jumping.
I gave him that letter. You can't count because then it wouldn't have been interesting.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right.
So we just need to work on your dunking game so that you can rematch Snoop.
There you go.
That's what I'm hearing.
There you go.
I can train you.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think so. I don't think you're going to get me dunking. All right. So now, this is another song I wrote for duet.
Oh,
A
a second duet.
second duet, okay. And I wrote it. I sing it just myself, but then I have a version that where I change a few of the words, and it's a duet. All right.
All right.
So, and it says singer 1, singer 2 in this case.
What's this one called?
It's called Days in the Sun, and it's sort of this wistful two people remembering their relationship that didn't work out.
Oh,
Okay?
so this could be number 4.
No, because these two, this would be people they love. It could be they got back together, but not really. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the chorus. We'll just go through it in parts, and then we'll jump in, right?
Well, give me
Laura
one
was a-
moment, because I can't see yours.
Well, wait, he's fiddling with it, isn't he? Isn't music? So let's see. Days in the Sun, go up. It is 5th or 6th down. There we go. And then scroll down, because it's the second version. And I don't know, he doesn't put it on scroll. I don't know why.
Oh, because the scroll is garbage.
Yeah, keep
It's
going down.
never the right
Yeah, I know.
speed.
But it's still better than nothing.
That's true. Or
I put it on scroll,
or you could have a mod doing it manually for you if you're super spoiled.
yeah, which you are. But he. So let's see.
I have
here
the
we
best. I have the best chat. That's true.
go. Okay.
Thanks, guys. Throw some love in the chat for musician at home.
All right.
Manual scrolling.
Where is it here? Okay. Laura was her name, and she smiled so brightly when the sun would shine. I always thought maybe she'd be the one with those angel eyes. We played in the yard in the afternoon when we were young. We danced and we sang in the summer sun and just having fun. Okay, and then why don't you just practice it now? He was just a boy.
Let's go. So, what would help me when we're doing these together
Yes.
is if you don't go right into each thing. You give it maybe a couple bars.
Few bars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that works for me.
Can you
Hold
throw
on.
me a couple bars?
Okay, let me get this back up to. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Here we go.
We're speed running it.
Here we go. We are singer 2. And so, well, but right now I'm just playing. When we go through it, I'll give you a couple bars. But right now, I just want you to get it, and then we're gonna do the verse, and then the chorus, and then we'll say, okay, now
Let me
let's
hear
do
the
it.
chorus. I got the verse.
Okay, the chorus is, and then I have to get to the pre-chorus for the end. But I could just do the pre-chorus, and you do it with harmony. Memories of, and I'll stop the scrolling now. going to bring the speed down a little. Okay. So, memories of those days in the sun. We always felt they would never be done. Dreaming of days that would never come.
Got it.
Okay, and we just do the chorus together. You know,
Great.
just not like the last one. And then we do get to a pre-chorus at the end. Or actually, it's the bridge. It used to be a pre-chorus, and I turned it into a bridge. Summer days when we were young, they were so rare. But I can just sing this. We always thought they would always be there. Now all I have are those memories we share. And this is also where you'll see in the chorus, I have 2 stanzas in the chorus that the first time we sing the first stanza, the second time we sing the second stanza, the third time we sing both stanzas. Because originally I wrote it with a super long chorus, and I said it's too long. And that whole, I said, but I have so much to say. Actually, originally I wrote it where this pre-chorus was at every chorus.
He's got so much to say he can't stand it.
And then the chorus was 2 stanzas, and my daughter said, "No, Dan, that's way too long." So she said, "Get rid of the pre-chorus, put it as a bridge, just do it at the end."
All right.
So, all right. So, you got it?
I got it.
All right. So, and I will do the stanza once when we kick off. Let's start singing. All right, here we go. The scroll.
Where are we at?
Hold on. I got that wrong.
Let's start at the beginning.
Here we go. Wait a second. This is not right. But the chords I have there are not right, but that's okay. I know what they are. Why? Those intro chords are wrong. Okay?
I'll let you intro.
Laura was her name, and she smiled so brightly when the sun would shine. I always thought maybe she'd be the one with those angel eyes. We played in the yard in the afternoon when we were young. We're dancing, we sang in the summer sun and just having fun.
He was just a boy from the other town, just up the road. He loved coming by and throwing stones in my swimming hole, singing and laughing as the sun went down, as the night grew cold, thinking of tomorrow and the times we'd have when we were growing old.
Memories of those days in the sun, we always felt they would never be done. Dreaming of days that would never come.
He got a job when he got out on the factory line. I would sing and play my songs as the folks would dine. We had a house with a nice big yard where the sun would shine, dreaming of the kids we'd have in the evening time.
Folks would come from all around to hear Lori sing. The words would flow from her angel voice and her hearts would ring. I loved her so and I could see her grow, but things had changed. We both had a dream of the life we'd have, but they weren't the same. These sweet memories of you, thinking of what we would have become if we never left those days in the sun. I decided. Oh wait, this is you. Go.
I decided I wanted more than our little town. I went to the coast and kept singing songs, and I settled down.
I tried to follow on the road, but I was all alone. I knew it was time to let her go, and so I headed home. Summer days when we were young, they were so rare. We always thought they would always be there. Now all we have are those memories we share. Memories of those days in the sun. We always felt they would never be done. Dreaming of days that would never come. These sweet memories of you, thinking of what we would have become if we never left those days in the sun. Laura was her name, and she smiled so brightly when the sun would shine. I always thought maybe she'd be the one with those angel eyes.
I remember doing this, actually.
I think we did it once.
You played this for me before.
Yes.
I do remember it. It
We
had
did
the
do it
walk
once.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the signature little piece of the first verse at the end, you know? Put some extra shine on it. That's how
Yeah.
you know you mean it.
Yeah.
I went through a phase of doing that when I was first writing songs.
So
'Cause
what
to
do
me
you,
that
the
was like,
signature is what?
huh?
When you said the signature at the end of the first verse, what does that mean?
The signature at the end
You
of the
said
first verse?
you said, oh yeah, and you did the blah 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 at the end of the first verse, and you said,
yeah, so it's like a common thing to do in country music when it's like a meaningful song, like a serious song,
right.
is to take the first part of the first verse and then just add it as a tag on the end, you know?
Right.
And I was in love with that. I just thought that was the coolest thing in the world. I thought, wow, that's like snapping. And a Bob Dylan, you're like, that's mic drop. That's very cool to do. It means you mean it. And I put that in every single song for like a year. And finally I was like, okay,
Now you can move on.
yeah, I got it out of my system. I can move on.
You can try something else.
Yeah. Do you go through phases like that? Or is it still pretty fresh?
It's I vary a lot. You know, in other words, sometimes it's like, you know, the chord progression is, you know, it's the same chord progression, you know, twice and very simple, and then sometimes like when we did the Man You Deserve Instead of Me, I think that one. And vowels, it's like I do it differently, right? Where I do part and then I do another part that's different. So it really, I think for me, it probably, if I start, I think this is the way it is. If I write the melody before I have the lyrics, then I usually vary it because I like it, but then I'm like, I don't want to keep doing it. Like I have this one song that I've written, but I haven't gotten the lyrics to yet. I've wrote this ages ago, but I don't have the lyrics. It's no. So in that one, because I wrote that, you know, in other words, it varies a lot more, right? I start with it, and then I start with that, but then I go, and then I go to, and so I vary it a lot more. And I think it's because I was writing the music without the lyrics, so I wanted more interesting music. And when I write the music, when the lyrics just come out, then I don't feel, I'm like, oh, I really like this story.
Yeah, you're
And
stuck
I don't
in the
feel,
melody wheel.
I also don't feel like, oh, I need the lyrics to vary because I'm feeling good about the story, not the lyric. I mean, I don't need the melody to vary because really, what's it about? It's kind of like
It's
a
a
John
story.
a John Prine song. A lot of times is incredibly simple, where he's just doing
Right.
it, blah blah blah. But it's the lyrics that are the story, and so he doesn't need to have the melody or the chord structure change.
It's all about where you want the focus to be. And a lot of times the lyrics are the most important thing.
Right.
Especially, well, you do mostly like folk and country. So that's
Right.
like very,
Right. My lyrics are. I'm mostly. What I realized is that there are like a few songs that I wrote that are kind of like fun songs where I'm like it's just fun lyrics where it's not. But almost every song, it's telling the story of someone that's going through something or
Yeah.
that something happened or something like that. So.
it makes the characters more interesting. Yeah.
All right. So what song are you gonna do now?
That's a great question. I have so many. Well, I should probably do one off of my new album.
That's a good idea.
And this one is this is my nod to the Southern Gothic, my roots, if you will. And it's been a long time since I felt comfortable kind of going back to that place, because it wasn't always a super welcoming place for queer people. It's like people, but hairier. And
Yeah,
it's got
peepers.
claws.
Peepers for peepers.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
longer
peepers. Yeah.
tentacles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not always a very welcoming place for women, queer people. Most people it was not very welcoming
Right.
for. So I definitely didn't. It is my roots, but I did not feel comfortable going there. So I think only recently have I felt like reclaiming that a little bit.
All right. Are you playing it there or here?
I'll stay here.
All right.
Yeah. Are you trying to get out of that chair?
Nope.
I have the most uncomfortable chairs. It's because I never sit and I don't think about chairs
Yeah.
until I have a guest, and I'm like, oh no, I've got this drum throne that could be a chair. Is that comfortable? Probably not. They're all plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No.
If you need to get up and dance, move around, feel
I'll
free.
dance to this song.
Yeah. Don't hit your head on the fan. So we were talking about ballads, and on this album, have you listened to it?
I have listened to it. Absolutely. Of course I have.
Do you have a favorite song?
I do not have a favorite song. I have not listened enough to pick out one song and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
especially that I remember the name of. There might be ones that I'm like, oh, I like that song better.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, that, but not enough to where then I say, oh no, this is the one.
Yeah. Nothing's on repeat yet.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, so this was kind of my protest album. A couple of these songs I actually wrote in 2016. And they've become relevant again. So I decided to make the theme of this one Ponderosa, Germinate by Fire. So it's a story about, growth amidst some pretty hostile conditions and using that to fuel some positive change. Things like that, calling out all of the kindling, if you will, and I will. So I think I'll play. This is my angriest song. This is my mom's favorite song.
All right.
I curse in it, and I always think it's very funny that this is her favorite. This one's called "Burn Me Down."
Oh, I do remember this one. I do like. I've heard this a number of times, so I do like this one. Good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Feel free to sing along if you want.
All right. I won't.
He wants to, but he won't. All right. Yeah, so this one, Burn Me Down.
That's what I should have done. Is said, let me go look at the names of the songs, and then I probably could have remembered.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have you singing.
All right.
We'll be doing a duet of mine.
All right.
You inspired me. Let me see if I can adjust this. My guitar's sounding a little weird. This is the creakiest chair, by the way. It's so creaky. I inherited it. This was the chair that we always had at my grandparents' house. And we're Italian, and so we're just so loud in the kitchen all the time. So loud, in fact, that I never noticed how squeaky this chair is till just now. So this is me featuring chair. Burn me down.
I don't need your yellow journalism, turn the truth around. You don't care much for the content, you just really like the sound. You gladly light the match that burns the city to the ground. If it made a better narrative, so burn that fucker down. Burn me down, burn me down. Come on, turn the truth around. It's so easy, come and take it, burn me down. You've been running around, causing quite the scene. You've been running your mouth, and from what I've gleaned, you've been running away from your own damn demons too. Oh, you made a world of words and paper, build it up and even pay for the people who wait for your pull at the end of the string. Well, it only so much lies that fiction can accumulate before it causes fiction, and pretty soon your depiction's going up in flames. Burn me down, come on, turn the truth around. It's so easy, come and take it, burn me down. Burn me down, come on, turn the truth around. It's so easy, come and take it, burn me down. Well, have you heard the news? Who you've been talking to? Yeah, I've got one for you. If it's broken, you don't open up the parts to see what's at the heart of the problem. You can't solve them, do you dissolve into the problem, and the problem becomes you. Take it, burn me down. Yeah, it's so easy, come and take it. I don't need your yellow journalism, turn the truth around. You don't care much for the content, you just really like the sound. You gladly light the match that burns the city to the ground. If it made a better narrative, so burn that fucker down.
Very nice. Very nice. And by the way, I rooted 7. I saw the message, so I saw it. Thank you. I love that.
Thank you.
Burn it down.
Burn it down. Sometimes you just got to start over.
Mm-hmm.
There's too much.
Yep.
Too much corruption.
Very nice.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate you.
So now I'm going to choose a song. I'm going to have to practice a few parts of it because this is one intro. I almost always write songs sitting in front of the piano. This one I actually wrote, like I had the melody I think when I was running, and like for the chorus. And usually I almost never start with a chorus.
Oh.
I almost always start with a verse because I need the story. You know, in other words, because the chorus comes out of the verse.
The chorus is the celebration.
Right.
You gotta know.
So I almost always, but in this case, I started with the verse. Okay.
Okay.
And then I didn't know what the chorus was going to be, and then it hit me, and I just like wrote it all out. Like I think actually I wrote it out. I dictated to my phone when I was driving home.
Oh man.
Like most of it.
Is
right?
your phone just so full of unhinged little things?
I do. I use WhatsApp where I send to myself messages.
I'm going to give us some air. We're generating a lot of heat in here.
So the thing is, because I've only played this like 3 times, and I've been traveling now, so I have to refresh my memory, especially in terms of the bridge. So I'm going to do it in pieces right now so I remember what it is.
All right.
All the dreams that I've had all these years, all the dreams that have lived through all my tears, all the dreams that I've had of me and you, all the dreams that I wish had come true. All right, I got that. Now let me get the... In the cold night, I woke up today in the cold night air. I woke up today and you weren't there. I thought about the time when we were young. I thought about the time when we would run. All right, now I got to get the bridge. So, it's a song for the it's a song for the lonely dreamers here. It's a song for those that are in despair. Keep thinking about the days that lie ahead. This song's for you and the tears you shed. All right, I think I got them all.
All right.
Okay. It's another sad song. Most of my sad songs end with something upbeat.
Yeah, you've got a little crumb of hope.
But this
at
one
the
doesn't
end.
always. It does a little bit, this one. So here we go. I woke up today. Here we go. Okay. I woke up today in the cold night air. I woke up today and you weren't there. Thought about the time when we were young. I thought about the time when we would run across the plains into the night, up to the stars and out of sight. Time would stop and the world would spin. I looked in your eyes and we'd go again. All the dreams that I've had all these years, all the dreams that I've lived through all my tears, all the dreams that I've had of me and you, all the dreams that I wish had come true. We dream about the days that were to come. We dream about the nights that we would run. We dream about the kids that we would have. We dream about a love we thought would last. The dreams of a boy when he was young. The dreams of a boy that wouldn't come. The life we led, it's in my head. I still dream about the days that aren't ahead. All the dreams that I've had all these years, all the dreams that I've lived through all my tears, all the dreams that I've had of me and you, all the dreams that I wish had come true. Song for the lonely dreamers here. And let me get this right. It's a song. Song for the lonely. There we go. Now I got it. It's a song for the lonely dreamers here. It's a song for those that are in despair. Keep thinking about the days that lie ahead. This song's for you and the tears you shed. All the dreams that I've had for all these years, all the dreams that I've lived through all my tears, all the dreams that I've had of me and you, all the dreams that I wish had come true. I woke up again in the cold night air. I woke up again and you weren't there. Thought about the time when we were young. I thought about the days that'll never come.
So
All right.
this one is especially wistful, Dan.
It is, and it just sort of like this one. Because I almost always am doing the chords, but like the whole thing, I had the melody also of the verse, except for the bridge, where I actually had the melody and I had to figure out what are the chords. I was like, well, wait, right? I didn't know what the chords were, and then the bridge I wrote with like I normally do. Songs of the lonely dreamers here. I wrote the bridge like I normally do, where I did
You
it while
threw
I
a
was playing.
key change in there. Yeah. What was that right there?
I just go the minor. Dreams I wish had come true. Song for the lonely dreamers here. So all it is just going with the C minor.
Okay. I could have sworn I heard a key change at one point. I was like, wait, what?
No, it sounds that way, I know. Mm-hmm. No, it's a song for the lonely dreamers here. That's why I had to practice. It's a song for those that are in despair. Thinking about the days that lie ahead. Songs for you and the tears you've shed.
Yeah. That's a really nice one.
I like it. I like it.
What's it called?
It's called Dreams That I've Had.
Dreams
I
That I've
originally
Had.
called it Dreams.
Well,
And I don't know if it should be Dreams or Dreams That I've Had. Which should it be?
I feel like a lot of times we can share titles with songs, and it's not a problem. I don't know if Fleetwood Mac's most popular song
I know, that's
is
part of
probably,
it. That's exactly.
Maybe that's like the exception, right? I probably can't.
Dreams.
Yeah.
That's part of what I was thinking. I was like, dreams. Yeah. And also part of it, because you're like, oh, it's about dreams. It's about, and then I've had dreams that I've had. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beck
I was
tried,
kind of the
and
same
he didn't
way.
pull it off. So.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like if there's like that's one song you don't want to.
Yeah. Of all the ones to pick, I feel like that and the national anthem might get a little
that's
tricky.
not. Yeah. Yeah. Billie Jean. I don't think I'd name
Billie
it.
Jean,
I don't
that
think
would
I'd
be
name
really
a song
confusing.
Billie Jean.
But you could be Billie Jean is my lover. I was the response. I was the dad who stepped up. Yeah.
Right.
No one's written like where did she end up? That
No.
is my son. Mm-hmm. He might not be my flesh and blood, but he is my son.
Well, it's that one of the song. I think I told you this before. The song "The Days in the Sun." Mm-hmm. When I wrote that, I'm a big fan of Turnpike Troubadours, and in Turnpike Troubadours, Evan Felker writes about this girl Lori a bunch, and so there's this character that recurs in his songs that people always wonder who she is, named Lori. And when I wrote it, I just started, Lori was her name, and she smiled so brightly, and the kind of thing about Turnpike
So you're
Troubadours.
hopping into the Trouba sphere.
But the difference was,
Do they know?
in mine, no, because I did meet them once, but I wrote this song after that.
You're moving in on Lori.
I know. That in this song, Lori is the one that becomes the music star.
Oh.
Right?
Right.
Because part of the Evan Felker was young and talking about Lori, and then Evan Felker. And in this one, Lori is the one that's the singer
I see.
and eventually moves to L.A.,
Hashtag feminism.
right? And then the singer. So it's a twist on Turnpike Troubadours in this one because Lori's
Nice.
the one that,
Yeah, I only know of one artist who has a recurring character in their songs. And that didn't end well.
Who was that artist?
Have you ever heard of David? With a 4 in the middle?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the one who murdered.
Oh,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Allegedly. She was in his trunk, but we don't know how she got there.
Oh, by the way, what about the shooting last night in Austin?
I
I had a friend that was like,
Were you-
that was.
You were out. That's right.
I was out, but I was a friend that was outside that bar, like 50 minutes beforehand, and jokingly said, "Oh, we should go in there." He didn't really want to go in there. He was just joking with someone because evidently it's kind of a standard kind of a UT, kind of frat.
I'd
boy.
never heard of it. I literally found out about it like, right
and
before
he
stream.
said, but he was there like 50 minutes before, and this person was with, I think, said that like was still like in the place next to it when it happened or something. Really kind of crazy.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do just something about guns,
Yeah.
Texans love their guns, I know, but if everyone can have one, it's a problem,
It's a trouble.
It continues to be a huge issue.
Yeah. It
It's
is
too bad.
All right. What are you gonna do? Meaning to sing.
I'm going to talk
Not
about
what
gun
are you gonna
reform.
do? No, not what are
This
you
is
gonna
the
do.
segment, Dan,
Yeah.
where we talk about
The gun reform segment.
now that I have you.
Right. Sing your gun protest song.
Me and Dan fix the world. We'll figure it out, right?
All right. Mm-hmm.
It's getting hotter in here, but this guy's staying in tune. I'm very impressed with this one. I think I'll do another one off of my album.
All right.
I think that's... And you know what? You can play along with me.
All right.
We've played this before. We
Okay.
have.
All right.
Because it's only 4 chords. 4 chords in the truth.
Okay.
It's A minor, E minor, F, G. Just a little walk up.
Okay.
We're just going up those stairs. That's
Okay.
right.
I wouldn't call it a religion. I'm just not afraid to die, because with surgical precision I can deconstruct the sky. And if the inverse is also true, it don't really matter why, because we can hold on to nothing if we can learn how to fly. With a handful of juniper, a heart full of fear, I let the devil whisper into my ear that the sky above my head and the ground beneath my feet will not be enough to raise this seed. Oh my God, what have I done with your love? I blocked out the sun, and ashes were burned on the cold red night. Oh, with the moon fell down across your eloquent smile, and in the silence of moonlight, oh, we were allowed to drift until out of sight. Oh, nights on a cold red night, it's a cold red night, some cold red night. Oh, night, some cold red night, it's a cold red night, some cold red night.
Take it away, Dan.
And in this world in which we live in, so impossible to change, maybe we need to look inside ourselves, try to rearrange the things we think are keeping our dreams from when it's maybe that we inside continue to remain exactly the same. With a head full of juniper, a heart full of fury, I let the devil whisper into my ear that the sky above my head and the ground beneath my feet would not be enough to raise this seed. Oh my God, what have I done with your love? I blocked out the sun, and ashes were burned on the cold red night. Oh, when the moon fell down across your eloquent smile, and in the silence of moonlight, oh, we will let it drift, oh, let it drift all night. Some cold night, it's a cold night, some cold night, all night, some cold night, it's a cold night, some cold night, all night, some cold night, it's a cold night, night, no, no, it's a cold night, 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 no, 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 da, 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 da. Some cold night.
Well, that was fun. Very nice.
Yeah. He remembered.
Mm-hmm.
He's got all the stops. He's pulling them out.
There we go. It came back quick. Came back quick.
It sure did. That was a nice solo.
Mm-hmm. That
It's
was
always
fun.
nice when someone, beckons you to solo in A minor
It
on
is.
a piano,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. As long as it's a nice, simple chord structure, I can go with it,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A minor, C major. Nothing but a thing.
Yep. Yep.
So what I was going to ask you. So we did say we were going to workshop, and I know a lot of people are curious about, the process of songwriting, how different people approach it, and what are maybe some things that are concrete that you can kind of hold on to when starting down your path as a songwriter. And I thought maybe a good way to kind of roll that out for people would be to bring in a song that maybe isn't done yet. Do you have a song that maybe you're working on that we could workshop together?
I have that one that doesn't have any lyrics, and then I do have this one. Again, it has no lyrics. But we could do that. That would be fun. I need to get
For my next trick, I'll fall over my chair back.
and I need to remember it now. Let's see. Let's see. I have the beginning part.
We can delve into the mind.
Let's see, where is it?
The madness.
Oh, well, wait. I do have one. Oh, wait. No, I have a perfect one.
Aren't these books great?
Yeah.
I
have
love
one.
them.
I have one where I have the first verse. I have the words for the chorus, but I don't have the melody for the chorus.
Ooh.
And
This sounds like
I
a
have
job.
a potential chord structure for the chorus, but it doesn't have to be the chord structure, right?
Yeah.
So we can change the chord structure. So there we already have, and it's a song that's different for me that I like a lot, and I like the lyrics, but I don't have and then I don't have the second. Don't have the third verse or the bridge.
All
Okay.
right.
So let me do the beginning. Okay. And then, and I really like the lyrics for this. So I think it'll be perfect.
Can you tell me a bit about the lyrics?
You'll figure it out when I first do it, because then you'll stars fall. Actually, I'm going to do it without singing first. I have to remember the chords. I'm trying to remember here, huh? No. Yeah, that's right. So. Stars falling from the sky, light catching my eye. Worlds slowly collide. We are gone in the blink of an eye. Dreams slipping from my mind. Our souls deeply entwined. Life slowly life slowly unfolds. Wondering why and how we will know.
All
So-
right. So that's the first verse.
That's the first verse, and then the chorus, or it depends on if the verse is two stanzas or the first two, and then the chorus is wondering where and how we might, wondering why we run and fight, wondering where this life will lead, wondering why we cry and bleed, wondering when the magic comes, wondering if the day is done, wondering when the wind will call, wondering if the stars will fall.
I like the alliteration.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
It's got good mouthfeel.
Okay. So, but it needs to kind of go. Now, the chord structure I had before that, now this was before I had the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that, like, this is a good example, which one of the problems when sometimes I kind of come up with like a melody and a chord structure, then like I separately, those lyrics came to me, and at least the melody I had in the chord structure I know doesn't work. Okay, so the chord structure I had for the chorus was. Okay, which we don't have to keep that chord structure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and the original chord structure is C minor 7, F minor. Because in this one I use a lot. Usually I keep all my chords fairly simple, and this is my first one where I've used a lot of 7.
Some sevens in there.
So C minor 7, F minor, B flat minor 7, E flat, and then G minor 7. So this is the verse, not the chorus, and then A flat, B flat. Okay, so that is the structure of the verse.
You said A flat to E flat?
A flat to B flat.
B flat.
B flat. A flat to B flat.
So this is your chorus?
No,
What is the
this
verse?
structure is the verse.
Okay.
B flat 7.
E flat 7?
B
B flat. Okay, there's
E flat. Then G minor 7. To C minor. A flat. To B flat. Okay.
cool.
So that's the verse. And then at least what I had with the chorus was A flat, G minor 7th, A flat, E7,
B7?
E flat, E flat
E flat
7. And then I had F minor, C minor, A flat, B flat 7.
I see. So you're taking the last bit of the verse and putting it into the chorus.
The last bit, but not necessarily the melody. I use
Yeah.
the last bit of the chord structure. I can put that there, so that way.
Now, do you have a melody that you're having in mind for the chorus?
The melody that I had in mind for the chorus doesn't work with the words. The melody that I originally had for the chorus was like something like this. Bum, 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 bum. Bum. Like, no. Let's see. It was like. Okay, but it's not like it doesn't have enough notes for wondering where and how we might, wondering where and how we might, wondering why we run and
Right.
fight.
Well, I'm going to give you a hot take.
All right.
I think that because this song came to you in one piece and you're not just building it, it does fit melodically. Like, that is the right thing. So I think the move here would be to change the words.
Oh, but I like the word.
I know you like the words, but there's a way we can condense the words and have the same meaning and get the good bits out without sacrificing the original structural integrity of the song.
Okay.
Because it does flow and it is good, and this was separate. And so I think you always want to go with the thing that feels natural when you're writing. And if you start to come against like any sort of friction,
By the way, I think I've been struggling with this. Let me
gotta
think.
step away.
I hadn't really, basically, because I had thought, let me just try to get, because in my mind I had gotten something that I thought could work, right? Let me just try. Boom, 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 boom. Let me go. Wondering where, how we might, wondering. It's by singing the wondering, like it basically the way I had done it by making the wondering where and how we might, just like really quick. In other words, so that the beginning goes, God, I wish I should. Here, let me write the chords on the same. Or do you have a pen?
I do have a pen. There's actually a hot pink mechanical pencil in front of your keyboard.
Hot.
It's your keyboard today. Dan,
This
you're
keyboard.
messy.
In front of this? Oh, here we go. You mean this one?
That's the one.
All right, let me put these chords in here. C minor 7.
Yeah, because these songs, a lot of times, it's very difficult to want to smoosh things together, I think, where you have a good idea and you have another good idea and you're like, these should be
Right.
together. But maybe it's another song sometimes.
It may be.
You have to, these are your babies and they just come out the way
It
they
is.
are, you know? You can't be afraid to let go.
But the reason I like that, and it may be that we modify the lyrics, right? Because as I was thinking of the I didn't know where this just started but this is one where I had the melody, you know. And so the beginning is very like foreboding, stars falling from the sky, but light catching my eye, worlds slowly collide.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what is the vibe? Because it almost, I didn't get the like disaster motive. I got more like stargazing, just like feeling small.
Yes, actually, I do think it's not, but it's feeling small, but in this epic, worlds slowly collide and we're gone in the blink of an eye. So this idea that we are these tiny things, I think that is correct, right? Stars falling into the sky, because all these epic things happening, right? All these long-term things, and we are just a speck, right?
Stargazing.
But then I go, but then I go to dreams slipping from my mind, our souls deeply entwined. That's about us here. As life slowly unfolds, wondering why and if we will know. So the first one is much more about the universe, the magnitude of the universe and all that. And the second one brings it back to our life slowly unfolding why and if we will know.
So you're trying to, so when you're saying, so the first verse is it's just about the universe and how small you feel you're stargazing. But what is your motive here for the chorus.
You
wanna
always
bring
say
it.
motive. You always say motive, and I never have a motive.
You do. You do. That's our job as humans, is to figure out what our motives are.
Well, things come out. So in this, what came out first was how small we are, but then what came out in the second verse, right, got more personal, right? Our souls deeply entwined as life slowly unfolds, wondering why and if we will know, right? And then the chorus,
But what do we want to know?
that's the chorus.
The chorus?
Why we're here, what is going on, why does all this happen to do? So what do we want to know? Wondering
meaning of
where
life.
and how we might, wondering why we run in fright, wondering where this life will lead, wondering why we cry and bleed, wondering when the magic comes, wondering if the day is done, right? Wondering when the wind will call, wondering if the stars will fall. So it kind of fits on this
It's a song of general anxiety.
well, not anxiety, of wonder. We
Yeah.
start with this, we're such a small thing, and then it brings back to our life, and then all these wonders of why is everything the way it is.
Yeah. You're trying to find purpose, but you're also marveling at the vastness and unattainable nature of understanding.
Yes,
Nice.
yes. And so, let me go back to where I had thought, because I was thinking, wondering where and wondering where and how we might, wondering why, wondering why,
Do we need wondering every time? What if it was wondering, and then your list of wonderings, and then you can bring it back at the end?
I think that probably. Let me just. I think that probably works. Wondering.
I heard you do a little bit of a Whitney Houston at the build up to the chorus, like pum 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 pum. So a good way to get that momentum. The word wondering is kind of a fill. Wondering. Then you can give us your list.
Where and how that we. I might wondering where and how that we might, why we run and fight. I think that works.
And
I think
might I
that
be
works.
so bold as to
You can
make
be bold.
one more
You can be very
suggestion?
bold. Be
You
bold.
know I'm not afraid to be bold.
Be bold. Be bold.
Yeah, okay. So I like the exploring you're doing with these chords, and it is interesting, and the structure is different than your other songs. Not that they're not interesting, but they're more ballads.
Yes,
They're more
yeah,
lyrically
yeah.
driven. I like where this is going, and I think I would like to take that into the structure of the song.
That's great.
So that means instead of a rhyming at the end of the same vowel at on every line in the chorus, what if we alternated and did an A-B thing
Meaning with the why we run and fight.
instead of
Where-
fight night?
Right. So meaning in it, right now it goes AABB. Right? And so wondering where and how we might, wondering where and how we might, where this life will lead, why we run and fight, why we cry and bleed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this one rolls off your chord structure here and your melody. It's very like it is stargazing.
Okay.
You should call it stargazing. I'm taking your song.
There you go.
No, okay. But the way the chorus is alternating with the chords, I hear it being A B A B,
That works.
because that's more casual.
Yeah.
And the idea is you always want to be as casual as possible when you're writing a song. It needs to be in your voice. And a good way to exercise, like, is this in my voice, is just, when you're saying these lines out loud, would you say it that way? For instance, wondering why we fight. Would you say it that way? Or would you say,
Why we run and fight?
yeah, why we run and fight? Or are you
Yeah.
trying to rhyme a word?
No, whether I'm trying to rhyme the word right or not, I do actually like with the why we run and fight, because it combines the run but then the fight, right? Because sometimes we run and sometimes we fight, right? So yeah.
So you're saying, I thought we were running to the fight.
No.
You're saying why we run or why we fight.
Right. Oh, and why because we both run and run away,
Right.
and then we fight.
Okay.
Why do we run? And so I wasn't thinking
The word
run
run
to
was
fight.
ambiguous to me. So like fleeing would be, I
Right,
would
'cause
understand
sometimes
that.
we run.
Why we flee or why we fight.
Yes.
That
Flee and fight.
flee and fight. And we've got that alliterative
Mm-hmm.
tastiness.
I think that why we flee and fight. That works.
Or it's like it's or though, right? Why we flee or fight.
So it's not.
Dan's like, not the way I do it. I flee and then I fight.
No. There's a question of why do we flee or fight is more about why in this situation do I decide to flee and why in this situation do I decide to fight.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not about a specific choice at a point. It's we collectively, we sometimes flee, we sometimes
The
fight.
fight or flight.
But it's not trying to answer the question, tell me the reason why you fled this time, but you fought that time.
Yeah.
It's more broadly the idea, why do we both flee sometimes and why do we both fight sometimes? Because
Yeah.
we do both. Why do we flee? Think of it, suppose we say the word sometimes. Why do we flee sometimes and why do we fight sometimes?
Right.
Right? As opposed to,
You stand your ground or back down.
as opposed to, why do we flee or fight? If we say or fight, then it's more explaining in a specific situation as opposed to the macro that as a collection, we sometimes flee, we sometimes fight, we all do something different. I may always flee, you may always fight.
Yeah.
So it's not about one person choosing to flee or fight. It's we collectively, sometimes someone flees, sometimes someone fights.
Right.
So that's why I think of it as and.
I see.
Does that make sense? Why do
It does.
we collectively as a species both flee and fight?
But in the structure of a sentence, it is a little confusing because it does sound like it's an order of operations is all. I don't think it takes away from the
Yeah.
main
But
part there.
part of it, so now one of the things, and by the way, in all of this, the thing that is funny about this is like in this, the flipping, actually, it did not come intentionally.
Yeah, we need to add freeze and fawn.
When the words came out, if you notice, it says wondering where, and then I say wondering why, and then I say wondering where, and then I say wondering why. Okay, I didn't intend that. Now, I do think, well, it can't do, in other words, what I'm trying to see is if we can still alternate where and why. If we went A, B, A, B, we can't alternate. We'd have to do where, why, which is okay.
You could pull a Bowie and just simply take the lines and switch them. So you don't have to write a new thing.
No. I'm saying then it's a where, and a why. Does that
I
make
see.
sense?
Yeah.
Right? In other words,
Is that the last line?
well, so it can be where and how we might, where this life will lead, why we run and fight, why we cry and bleed. In other words, it's 2 wheres and 2 whys, which is fine. Right now, they alternate.
Okay.
In other words, another way to think of it, we're talking about the rhyme. The rhyme
No,
is...
I understand.
The rhyme
you definitely
is
don't want to
AA.
start it with the same word.
The rhyme is AABB. The word in the middle is ABAB. So we either have the rhyme ABAB and the word in the middle AAAA, or we have the first word ABAB,
Yeah.
which I
don't think we want to change. We don't want the first word to be the same.
You don't want AABB for the
Right.
first word.
Yeah. No, that's clunky. You want it to be graceful. And I think there's what is the melody for the chorus?
Well, that's the part that I've been like, let me try to, because I hadn't locked it down.
Because it might be okay to keep that.
Because I think I was going on the 7 for the melody. I wasn't certain. We could go. I'm not sure. Do you tell me what? And that can either be or.
I think the obvious choice is just, yeah.
The G. Wondering. Wondering where and how we might. Where and how we might. I don't know if I want to stay on A flat for the Y. And it could be. I don't like going back to the A flat.
Definitely don't do that.
And then now, it could either go. Yeah. Or. No, that
Are
doesn't
these
work.
the chords for the chorus?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, so it's.
So you've got some 7s in here, and that really opens up an opportunity to get wistful and fanciful with your melody. I always say lean into what makes it special, and in this one, it is the addition of these unusual chords. So, like for the G minor 7, so you were wondering where do we go from here? Na, 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 na. Na,
Yeah, then-
na, na, na. Yeah.
I think that works. I think.
Na, na, na.
So I think it works to go.
Mhm.
Does that work?
I think it's too much of a drop. I was thinking something that kind of floats down a little. Da, 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 da. Then we get that 7 in there. Da, 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 da. It's the 7. There's nothing better than a major 7. It's very wistful.
So the key is you start. You actually start. And does that work with the A flat to start on the F? I think that works. You're basically turning the A flat into A flat 6.
Mm-hmm.
Right? No.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Uh-huh. Ba, and then we can just come back up. Da, 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 da.
Like that.
Da, 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 da.
I think that works. Okay, so you sing that.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da.
I think that works. Wondering where and how that we might fly and rerun and we fight. I think that works.
It gives it more of that dreamy feel.
Do you end on the 7?
So that's a B7, so we should get a weird one in there too. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-da, ba-
Oh, I gotta leave.
Oh, you
Soon.
have to leave? What's
Yes.
happening?
Well, no. So the flight's at 8:51.
Oh, that's right.
It's 7:30. Yeah, I gotta leave.
I totally forgot about your flight. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Well, we've got it on the stream.
We got it. Yeah.
We'll continue this later.
Yeah, I think that works. All right. So you're gonna keep streaming, probably, correct?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna keep these.
So this is
people
what I'm gonna
entertained.
do. Okay.
You're gonna rob me
actually,
blind while I'm-
I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave my stream going.
Okay.
I have two options. I could disable my stream so my stream stops. Why don't I do that? That way you don't have to like think about that or anything.
I'll
So
just
this is
leave
what-
your stream going. I'll go to bed.
No. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna raid you right now, just to make sure. Although everybody's looking at both, so they should be able to figure it out. But I'm gonna officially raid, so that way.
Just confuse them real good. Oh, you guys get to watch us. We have to
Thank you for being here, everyone.
technologically
Appreciate it.
unbot Dan.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming, Dan. I really appreciate it. It's always a pleasure when you pop in, and you do pop in. I never
Yes.
have warning.
And I have.
That's great.
I'm gonna text you some other things about stuff coming up, but
Oh yeah,
I will
Alright.
text it as opposed to announcing it on stream.
I see. It's a
Okay.
secret. We have secrets.
Let's see. And now on my stream,
It's a Damry secret.
shouldn't it appear at the top? Let me just see.
That's who we'll credit on that song, Damry.
Let me just see. Here, I'm gonna do this right here.
All right. Well, stay tuned, I guess, for
Yeah.
episode 2 of Damry.
Actually, I'm not gonna bother with the raid. Y'all switch over to Kimarie's.
Just do it.
Okay. But this is what I'm gonna
Dan's
do.
got a plane to catch.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go to my. I'm gonna take guitar tab down now. Okay, I'm gonna go window. So, hold on now. Oh, you're in Firefox. That's what's different. Okay, why isn't I need to get to Chrome. There we go. I'm gonna get to Chrome. Oh, that's because Chrome is in your chat. So then I have to go here. I'm gonna go here. All right, so IRL dashboard. So here's the thing you need to do. When you're done, go to the IRL dashboard and you have to hit stop. That's how it's going to stop streaming.
Okay.
Okay? Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to disable my destination. Okay? So it will stop streaming to me, but it'll keep streaming to you. Everyone, thank you for being here. I think this should work. We disable. Oh. Yes. So it's still streaming to you.
Okay.
Okay. So whenever you're done, you just come and hit stop here. Okay. And then you can stop on your thing. Okay.
Fabulous. Thank you.
All right. Well, it was a great stream.
Thanks for coming, Dan.
Thank you for having me.
This was fun. I can't wait to finish this song.
Yeah.
I'll get a voice memo at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for being so nice to our friend Dan.
Long hair.
Oh, I know.
Touching.
The curly hair is a problem.
Yes.
You want me to?
Yeah. This is out. This is out. This is out.
Did you get the? Oh, you got the tape. Okay.
But the only
He did it.
is-
Oh wow, you got out of it.
There we go.
It does not come off of me that easily.
All right. And then I'll let you clean that up. And now
Sweep it into my bin.
I got the tape off.
That's right.
Um,
They'll have
all right,
questions at
thanks
the
all.
airport.
Appreciate it. Kimarie, thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll be back in a few weeks
Okay.
for South by Southwest.
Oh, that's right. We have we got to get a jam together.
Yeah.
The annual Dan and Kimarie Jam. It's a hoedown.
Actually, you can go ahead. I'll probably be waiting at the airport. If you're done streaming in the next hour, just call me and I'll tell you a few things.
Oh,
Okay?
all right.
Alrighty.
Thanks, Dan.
I think I have everything right.
Safe travels.
Bye-bye.
Happy trails.
Keep streaming.
Y'all come back now, you hear?